Heart of Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. Now Pollard. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Mario Addison in on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Well, I think when they spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
49, guys. Mike, 49. We're going to 54, right in. Mike's 49. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Switch. You got time. You got time. You got time.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. It's a room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Moss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. It's Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And, Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the first down on that one, and, boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now Pollard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd down and 4. Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Allen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. In the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain there for the Bills.
They started this drive, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Complete toward the sideline, finding Beasley. And the Bills are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
This time, the extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target well. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot him at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
47. I'm coming.
Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air. And, of course,
they've got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches, 16-3 now. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Now Pollard. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go, D. Check 36.
On play action, Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Prescott. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Stop your whining. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Elliott. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, it's Elliott. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
third down. Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
49, 46. What's the ball? Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, let's get off the field.
On 2nd down and 4. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, kill. 47.
Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings,
take their shots.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's taken on the 25. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applied. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
In your face.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
To throw, Prescott.
And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. To throw is Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Allen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,